That is a beautiful stacked slate architectural wall.
Aluminum structural posts that are core drilled into the deck. I never thought of myself as much as an artist.
The most unique water feature I have seen. Another day in paradise. Where in Florida are we?
We are in Oakland, Florida.
Oakland, Florida. We got our buddy Steven from Florida Puddle Pros and Nick. And this is a formal feature that you built, right?
Formal feature. You'd almost call it a hybrid. It's very much a fountain, but it's a pond.
Okay, let's go check out another beautiful Aquascape water feature. Very unique. The most unique water feature I have seen in a long time on my channel. Wow, what is this? Got a fire element here? Can we turn that fire on? All right, so what is the story here? That is a beautiful stacked slate architectural wall. Amazing how you guys, I can't even see the themes in here. So you said this evolved from an original concept. So how did that happen?
So the pool has a negative edge, and we were also going to have a negative edge on this pond. It was going to face that way, but as the spacing developed, as the clients looking at how he's going to use the space, things shifted, and he wanted some privacy.
Oh, so he wanted a vertical element.
Yeah, he wanted a vertical element, and so I was showing him the stack slate option, and it went from a few units to that's 17 units.
Wow.
To create this.
It started as a fairly simple, semi-formal idea, and it evolved into this on the fly.
On the fly, just kind of sharing the vision.
You started off with one concept, and it completely evolved into something
just
different.
Evolved.
You know what? It's unusual. It's different. It's a very contemporary feature, which I love. It's a different style, but this yard is contemporary, so I think it really fits this whole theme back here. This whole yard is contemporary. And this is Lake Apopka?
Lake Apopka.
Wow.
So we've got resident gators that are typically sitting out here.
You can see look at that. There's a gator. What is that thing with the big neck?
That is
a cormorant?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a fish-hungry bird right there.
Wow. Well, fortunately, he's got koi in here, but he's got a complete screen because he's on a predator intense place.
Oh, yeah. And with this, you know, to build a pond correctly and have, you need pieces of the puzzle. And for this particular feature, this is part of the puzzle. Having it inside an enclosure.
Because it's right on the lake, and we were worried about the protection of the fish.
Absolutely.
So this is such an unusual design, such an unusual. What would an investment like this be for this? This is artwork. What would an investment for this artwork be?
Well, roughly in the ballpark. Because we learned as we went on this.
He got it for is this was a.
So if you were to recreate this in someone's yard, what would you sell this for today?
Probably $75,000 plus.
Yeah, 70. But I can tell you one thing: $75,000. The first thing you hear when you turn the corner is that sound.
Absolutely.
You got a fire element. You got every bell and whistle. A completely unique thing. This is a unique work of art, one of a kind custom creation. A $75,000 job. But this entire house is it's artwork.
Yeah. From what I understand, he's got 300 plus wrapped up just in this space.
Yeah. There's a $300,000 outdoor living area. With a $75,000 signature contemporary aquascape feature. Fantastic work.
The customer said that this is his favorite element of the entire backyard space.
When you spend $300,000 and a $75,000 water feature is your favorite, I think you guys delivered. Yeah. Good job.
And as typical fashion, the wife was not excited about the pond, but now this is also her favorite element on the patio here.
Usually you have one person that's more excited about the other, but the person who has the anxiety about it, when it doesn't turn out to be the anxiety, they end up loving it even more than the original owner. Al, the pond guy.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
This is unique. You're a unique guy, I'm guessing. So what I heard was this was really something that you were interested in.
Yes.
But now your wife is on board.
Well, yeah. She was saying, what the heck are we going to spend money on this for? And
it's not an inexpensive investment.
No, it's not. It's not. But I said, babe, when you see it, you're going to love it. He told me she's probably going to love it more than you when it's all done.
That's awesome. What was the original motivation for it? Because I know it evolved.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted something that I could just come and have a peaceful place to kind of, I always wanted fish. My wife was allergic to dogs and cats. And couldn't have animals. And so I decided, babe, I want to do fish. And so I have fish tanks in my house. And so I want to do an outdoor kind of living.
Well, they say a pond is an ultimate fish tank because this is, 500 gallons. Not too many people have a 500-gallon aquarium. Okay. So this has been in for how long now?
Well, I would say probably for 6 months now.
Okay. And have you been enjoying it for those 6 months?
Yeah. Well, I finally got some fish in here, and I love it. These koi's are so beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, the coloration, the
most, their artwork, they're living jewels.
They are.
The most expensive fish in the world. But this is very unique. It's one of the tallest architectural stack walls that I've seen.
Oh, really?
But you kind of wanted a little break. You wanted a little privacy barrier.
Yeah, well, it kind of broke up. First, I was trying to figure out I had to put it on the end of the property because I didn't want it to be like sitting out in the middle. So this is like a perfect place on the end here, and it does give me some privacy a little bit. I'm probably going to put a privacy screen behind this as well.
What a beautiful property. This is really unique. This is like a Apopka?
Apopka Lake.
Wow. And you get gators back there.
Well, a lot. A lot. We had 4 or 5 of them kind of camping out right here.
Now, a lot of people wouldn't think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. Well, thank you for the hospitality. It's an absolute, I think, one of the more unique water features I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate the hospitality.
Thank you.
Come over here.
Okay, God bless you.
Okay, so this project was quite the elaborate development where the client had one vision and it manifested, and so the fire feature was always a central point of the feature. It changed, and then the wall ended up coming into place due to the overall facade of the patio setting, and it was one of our first formal projects we've ever done, so it was interesting how the manifestation of how the plumbing was going to run through. I've got roughly 17 bulkheads going through the liner on this project in order to get all of the plumbing to not have any infrastructure to the pond visible in the space. Another element was this wall is so tall, and so on the back side of the wall I have these aluminum structural posts that are core drilled into the deck, and then that gives that wall that extra strength. Another key element to this wall was making those 17 units look as one. So there was a great deal of effort that went into making those seams disappear. The waterfalls were something that developed thereafter as part of the project coming together. This spot right here, that is our intake. We are using an external pump, so the pump actually runs up the side of the house about 60 feet up. Overall, we probably have almost 300 feet of plumbing, everything from our 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, all the different plumbing lines that we have. Another big key factor here is when you're on a lake like this, we have lots of birds of prey, so this feature was only capable in this environment because we have the enclosure. Enclosure has what we call a picture window where you don't see all the vertical uprights on the back side of the enclosure, so pretty awesome and then a pretty unique learning experience for myself. I realized on this project for myself, I never thought of myself as much of an artist. So through this project, I needed the muse, which is Al, for my artistry to be able to come alive.
That's a big word, muse.
And so it was through this process that I realized how I best express myself, and that's through the vision of my client.
Right, because it was a collaboration. And you know what this guy was doing before, right?
Yeah, he told me.
Working at Costco.
I know.
He went from working at Costco to creating a Picasso.
I know. And I had this vision, and they could have really brought it out because I kept telling them things, and they would look at me like, I said, no, I want it like this, I want it like that, and this is what we got, man. It came out great.
From Costco to Picasso. Thank you.
All right.
And good
God
work,
bless.
young man. Good work.
Thank you.